I know you're gonna like this one. Now here's vintage Vicky. She's upscaling her morning with this fantastic Teasmade, and the alarm will be starting her day right now. It'll be starting her day right now. This isn't upscaling your life, is it, Vicky? I'll show you upscaling. I'll upscale your life. Hello and welcome. I am your host, Old School Bob, and boy, have I got something special to show you. You're going to absolutely love this. And Danny, come on. Phew, that's better. Welcome to Unbox and Discover 2024 with Samsung. Together, we're going to explore how the magic of AI will allow you to upscale every moment. We're talking AI picture, AI sound, and AI optimization. Now, I should be clear. We may be here to celebrate the wonders of new technology, but we're not trying to erase the past. No, in fact, in tribute to everything we love about the 80s, we're going to bring a few retro items into the future with us. So keep your eyes peeled and see how many you can spot. Vicky, would you do the honors?
Thank you, Rob. Loving the new look. As Rob said, all you have to do is look out for anything from the 80s appearing in the future. It could be something someone's wearing or perhaps an ornament, anything like that. At the end of the show, we'll ask you how many you saw, so pay attention. Plus, we'll have a one-time special offer that you won't be able to refuse. Back to you, Rob.
Thank you, Vicky. Oh, Danny not joining us? Don't tell me. He's stuck in the past. Okay, let's get this show on the road, shall we? Before long, we'll take you on a journey through Samsung's all-new AI-powered lineup. But first, let's hear an overview of Unbox and Discover from our inspiring corporate president, S.W. Yong. Check this out.
Hello everyone, welcome to 2024 Unbox and Discover. 2024 marks our 18th consecutive year as the world's #1 TV manufacturer. Once again, this is thanks to you. Today, I'm very excited to introduce innovative new products that will keep our streak going. As lifestyles have diversified, so too has the meaning of our TVs. Today, they are so much more than just watching content. We play games on them. We use them to connect with friends far away, enhance workplace efficiency. They even control our smart homes. This is why we continuously look out of the box to inspire new ways of life, a principle embedded within Samsung's DNA. Under this vision, Samsung screens will surpass traditional smart TVs and usher in a new era of AI screens. Samsung's AI screen is powered by on-device AI technology. Because it is on-device, it ensures fast data processing, a high level of privacy protection, and even reduces power consumption. There will be the centerpiece of your smart home, connecting all your devices to offer a more flexible and diverse lifestyles with no boundaries on or off screen. This is all possible thanks to our new NQA AI Gen 3 processor. It is the peak of AI technology in TVs. The NPU of this new AI processor is twice as fast as the previous version, making the screen's picture and sound quality better than ever. It uses advanced deep learning technology with amazing 512 neural networks. That's 8 times more than before. No matter what you are watching, regardless of the original resolution, our AI upscaling and AI motion enhancer will deliver stunning picture quality. We are also introducing Active Voice Amplifier Pro. It uses AI to analyze sound and background noise to optimize your TV listening experience. Our AI screens can even make your life easier. Gamers will love how our AI engine will automatically optimize image quality and sound settings based on what they are playing. Homeowners will use it as the hub of your AI home, linking all your home appliances seamlessly and monitoring them in real time to help you optimize power usage and send you emergency notifications even when you're not home. Our new AI screens are also equipped with our enhanced Samsung Tizen OS, which offers the latest apps and exclusive services that will truly upscale your entertainment. Together with our AI processor, it delivers an unrivaled experience that makes it clear why Samsung TV is the #1 selling brand. It first starts with our Knox security platform that makes Samsung TV secure by keeping your privacy and information like your user IDs and passwords safe. We also are making our AI screens more accessible to all people with a sign language feature that can be easily controlled with gestures for the hearing impaired, and technology that turns subtitles into spoken words in real time for the visually impaired. We call this AI for all, so everyone can enjoy the amazing experiences Samsung AI screens offer without boundaries. We continue to enhance smart things to enrich the consumer experience. Now it's even easier to use Galaxy Mobile as a remote control, or create a personal home theater with your Galaxy Buds. Fitness fans can use their Galaxy Watch to see workout results in real time on their TV. Finally, we also enhanced our amazing Samsung TV Plus and Gaming Hub to work in concert with our AI screens and Tizen OS. Samsung TV Plus gives you more than 2,500 channels, while Gaming Hub puts over 3,000 games right on your customizable home screen. And there is more to come, thanks to our never-ending efforts to expand our app and content partnership. I invite you to explore our latest TV lineup and innovative AI screens today. From our incredible Neo QLED 8K to our enhanced OLED TVs, we have broken new ground by introducing amazing innovations to our AI screens. So please enjoy the rest of the show and experience our 2024 TV lineup. Thank you.
So many great new things, and 18 years as global #1 TV. Oh, and don't let all this distract you from spotting anything we brought into the future. You've got to be in it to win it. Angela, you're going to have to get used to having your mind blown, I'm telling you, because this is just the tip of the iceberg. Next up, we're going to learn all about the brains behind the magic, the NQ8 AI Gen 3 processor. Have a look at how it uses AI to upscale every moment.
Hey, a bit surprised. We know you the best. All of the settings you need have already been taken care of by our agents. What they really do is without all that complicated stuff. Your job is just to enjoy. For example, when you're watching a... Wait. Oh. Come on, we got this. Another day to get it perfect. Field agents, stand by.
Okay, all set.
The This is Field Agent 4. She's playing Legends tennis match on YouTube. Control room standby. This is Agent 1. We turn any video into high def.
The player's facial details need upscaling. Agent 45, begin.
This is number 45 at the stadium. Anything from face to movement.
Then we can upscale it.
All info transmitted. Good. Detecting player's face, applying optimized algorithm for sharper yet natural details.
Look at that face! Upscaling it to 8K makes it like I'm in the first row.
Now set up a ball detection model, just right for tennis motion. Okay, Agent 212 on it. What I do best. Look, we never miss a moving ball. All right, good. That's our job. You probably know when it also comes to movies, we're experts.
Little piece of evidence.
She keeps raising the volume. Background music seems to be drowning out the dialogue. Sound expert Agent 248 at your service. Shh, everyone quiet. When dialogue and background are just about equal.
You got any proof?
I found the pendant at your house.
What? No, I can't believe. Where was I? It's not just for sports and movies. We do the same for games. And she's chosen Battlegrounds. Everyone, get over to FPS game settings. Where's our FPS specialist, Agent 471? She's on her way. I need her right now. How long since she started playing? Just now. Battlegrounds and FPS. Analyze the frames and frequencies and create 3D-like sound effect.
Raise brightness +4.
Very good, totally immersed in the game. Agent 512, energy efficiency, systems operational. Intelligently saving energy is my specialty. From your viewing experience to energy savings, whatever you need. Our NQ8 AI Gen 3 processor does it all. Upscale every moment with more wow.
Exciting stuff, right? And that's just scraping the surface. So, who's ready for a deeper dive into how this amazing technology can help to upscale every moment? Sorry, it's just Vicky usually does this bit. She's way more technical than me. Vicky? Vic, great to see you.
You're looking good. Wow. So am I.
Can you tell us a little bit more about the TV we have here?
I can do better than that. Allow me to present the latest models that will open a new era of Samsung AI TV, starting with our all-new Neo QLED 8K. Amazing, right? Now, you've heard Rob mention AI sound, AI picture, and AI optimization. What does he mean by that? Put simply, our AI TVs equipped with our most powerful NQ8 AI Gen 3 processor will revolutionize your TV viewing experience. Now upgraded with 512 neural networks, it's 8 times more powerful than before and twice as fast.
Unbelievable. So should we start with AI picture, Vic?
Sure. The Neo QLED 8K uses those neural networks to upscale every detail in every scene, especially areas of focus, like faces. This makes things appear more lifelike, clearer, sharper and richer in detail. It takes your visual experience to an entirely new level.
Even low-resolution content?
Absolutely. In fact, Our AI upscaling gives approximately 90% of the clarity and detail of native 8K content. So no matter the original resolution, you can expect super rich, delicate textures and details.
So impressive. And let me ask you this, Vic. As somebody who loves pretty much all sporting events, where will I notice a major difference?
Good question. Our NQ8 AI Gen 3 processor boosts the detail of even the fastest moving objects, such as a football moving across the pitch. Plus, our AI Motion Enhancer Pro upscales those fast-moving balls so that they look super sharp and crystal clear. It's like being in the front row at the game.
Nice. Although at the game, you don't get such good live on-screen information.
That's a good point. It's this same AI technology that will sharpen up any on-screen text that was once distorted by movement.
Great, and I guess that's good news for sports, news channels, anything with text.
Right. And let me tell you about another feature that gives you rich 3D-like images. The Real Depth Enhancer Pro uses AI to detect where the eye naturally focuses. It then activates mini LEDs that boost foreground contrast. How cool is that?
So cool.
Of course, such a great picture wouldn't be complete without great sound. It's pretty frustrating when the sound levels vary not just from one show to another, but even from scene to scene.
Yes, I heard a crazy statistic on that. Apparently we make an average of 52 volume adjustments a day while watching TV.
Well, not anymore, because that's where our Active Voice Amplifier Pro comes into its own.
Wow.
It uses AI Dialogue Booster to subtly adjust sound levels so you can hear every word. And it even detects background noises, such as a vacuum cleaner, and adjusts the volume automatically. Pretty neat, huh?
Amazing.
And on top of that, with OTS Pro, you can immerse yourself deeper in your listening experience with AI-powered action tracking sound from all corners of the TV, including the center, which is pretty cool for gamers too.
Speaking of which, what else can gamers look forward to?
For a start, we know that games benefit from certain setups and presets according to genre, right?
Right.
So, you can now save precious gaming time with AI Auto Game Mode. As soon as the title pops up, the AI engine recognizes both the game and the genre, automatically selecting the best picture and sound settings. So whether you're racing, competing, or adventure seeking, you know you're going to have a truly immersive gaming experience.
Oh man, I can't wait to try it.
Of course, AI Auto Game Mode has its counterpart for sports and movies too, AI Customization Mode. It automatically chooses the perfect picture setting for each and every scene.
But surely the perfect picture depends on how bright the room is.
Of course. And that brings me on nicely to our next feature, AI Energy Mode's Environment Adaptive Brightness. This senses changes in your home's lighting and automatically adjusts the screen's brightness for an optimal viewing experience at any time of day. And it even adapts to your content, boosting depth and black expression, and it can help reduce energy usage, which you can monitor on SmartThings.
So clever. And we'll be learning more about SmartThings a little later.
We will. Okay, finally, let's talk about the Infinity Air design.
I love how the new stand makes it appear to be floating.
I know, it's stunning, right? And look from the side, all that power, and yet it's just 12.9 millimeters. That's thinner than a AA battery.
Unbelievable. I can't believe Danny's missing all this. Let me check in with him, see if I can persuade him to drag himself up to date.
Well, before you go, let me just finish off by telling you what's in the Neo QLED 8K lineup. We've got two models, the QN900D and the QN800D. Each coming in 65, 75, and a whopping 85 inches.
Everything okay in here? You know, it's all going on in there. We're upscaling all your entertainment with the power of AI. Artificial intelligence, Danny.
I know you won't know what that means stuck here in the past, but... Hey, we're playing a game too. It's a competition. There may even be prizes to be won.
Are you ready to do this thing, ladies? And gents, of course.
Oh, you're going for a workout. Great. We can upscale your fitness regime too.
Okay, move those shoulders. Rotate those hips.
Oh, come on, Danny, you know it makes sense. Join us.
5, 6, 7, 8, and push.
No. Okay.
And push. Reach for a better you. You can do this and shake it all off. Woo!
Oh, well, you can't say I'm not trying. Vic, let's hear how all this groundbreaking technology is flowing into the rest of the QLED and OLED lineup, shall we?
Yes, OK. Let's start at the heart of our technology, the NQ4 AI Gen 2 processor. This is the driving force that can upscale almost any content to 4K. It also helps objects to appear more 3D, bringing them to life.
Wow. And how does it do that?
Well, it works with the Real Depth Enhancer. This analyzes the screen and boosts contrast. That's not to mention the quantum matrix technology.
Quantum matrix technology? That sounds pretty sci-fi.
Well, it kind of is. It uses mini LED light sources to reproduce accurate lighting for really tricky scenes, such as a magical night sky. And thanks to the brightness booster and shape adaptive control, even the darkest of scenes come to life with vivid details, and without losing clarity. For audio, we teamed up with Dolby Atmos to immerse viewers with rich surround sound through top-channel speakers. Picture this. You're watching an action film and a helicopter flies across the screen. The sound follows the movement, coming at you from all angles. It's that real and that intense.
Incredible. So just like being in a movie theatre.
Exactly. But let's park sound for now. Remind me to come back to it. First, let's discuss options. As you can see, this lineup comes in a range of screen sizes and models designed to fit everyone's needs, from 55 inches all the way up to 75, 85 and even 98-inch models.
98 inches?
Yes, you heard that right. And let's not forget our incredible OLED TVs, also powered by the NQ4 AI Gen 2 processor. They just keep getting better and have become a firm fan favourite. Not surprising, really. You know, we are the first in the world to have an OLED TV certified as glare-free, so you're not distracted by those annoying reflections, like those from the windows, keeping those deep blacks intact.
So what about colour accuracy?
Well, the OLED and Neo QLED TVs are the world's first Pantone validated for its superior colour accuracy. That's pretty good, seeing as Pantone is the world's leading authority in colour representation. And these 4K OLED TVs are available in 3 models from 42 to 83 inches.
Oh, you said to remind you to come back to sound.
Yes, thanks Rob. That was because we have a few other products that deserve their moment in the spotlight, starting with Samsung soundbars. They've been the world's best-selling soundbar brand for 10 years running, and for good reason. Our latest Q series is packed with features, such as 11.1.4 channel setup, wireless Dolby Atmos, and Q Symphony capabilities.
Did you say a few other products?
I did. As well as the soundbars, I'd like to introduce our all-new Music Frame. It takes its design cues from the Frame TV, blending seamlessly with your interior while delivering premium audio. Doesn't it look great?
It does. And this is a speaker.
That's right. Plus, it can double as a frame for your own pictures. Or you can choose artwork from the art panel.
So you can stream music through it?
You can indeed. You can stream from your favourite streaming service with Wi-Fi and Bluetooth connectivity. Music Frame works as a standalone, or you can pair it with your new TV and soundbar thanks to Q Symphony. And to add more oomph to your TV audio, you can place it on either side of your TV, or even behind your seating as a rear speaker.
Thanks, Vic. So that's the whole range. The Neo QLED and OLED TVs, as well as those amazing sound devices. And meanwhile, poor old Danny's stuck in the past. You know, he's getting all sweaty with Jumping Jenny as we speak.
Just think, if he was here, he could use his workout tracker to upscale his fitness.
I've got an idea. Stuck in his ways, isn't he? He's resisting the future. Not to worry, I've hidden a secret weapon. What?
That reminds me. Has anyone spotted anything that we brought back from the past?
Now, where were we? Oh, that's right. Smart things. Let's take a look. Incredible. Now that's what I call upscaling your life. With the magic of AI, do you ever feel like you're living in the future?
Absolutely. What a journey. We've come so far from Mr. Stuck in the Past.
I particularly love the workout tracker.
Oh yeah, that's amazing. And you know what? My kids will love the gaming.
Oh, that's nice. How old are they now?
32 and 34.
So, did you spot all those 80s goodies that made it through?
Yes. How closely were you paying attention? And if I remember rightly, Vic, you mentioned a special offer.
That's right. And we're also celebrating the launch of our new range with a very special offer. Click the link below to find out more.
Whoa! Finally, you made it.
Welcome to the future.
Boy, do we have a lot to catch up on, Dan.